All right, my friends, my compadres, my allies. Sit around, come closer, come sit. Look into the crystal ball and scry with me as we rejoin our adventure from last week. Your map is where... Okay. So, we last left our heroes finishing up their work in Phandalin, preparing the road for a future ally. Through their travels, they had found a treasure map leading to an ancient dungeon known as the Tomb of the Lizard King. Upon heading past and around the Sunder Hill Mountains, show ya here as we zoom in, they made an acquaintance with the lizard folk in a tavern just north called the Wandering Frog. A black scale, a barbarian, a sellsword, named Larkow Misk. Our tiefling friend, Skullface, offered a deal for coming along and assisting us in our treasure hunt. He offered his half of the cut, or his cut of the treasure, along with the lizard folks' normal nominal fee. We joined deep back inside the dungeon where they have found multiple traps leading to rooms, dead ends, and such. Which way will they go now? Which way will they head? Right. Okay, so Kate, Meg, it's you, me. Oh, Gothix is here too. Gothix, you're here as well, right? Yeah. Get to do this. Is this a story thing new? So this is D&D. It is kind of new, Adam, since you've last been here. Things have developed in the channel. A kingdom has been created. Everybody kind of role plays a character nowadays. You are free to create a fantasy-like character yourself. Talk to me about the backstory, its powers, if you like. I myself am a human dual-wielding swordsman. I am known as King Max. My wife, the pyrotechnic enchantress. This is my token here. There's a couple others with us. Skullface is here as well. A purple tiefling. Show you around a little bit of pictures. You find yourself entering into a large castle, surrounded by a colorful cast of different creatures: humans, orc, elf, tiefling, otherwise. We currently are in a tomb, just about 240 past. Sit around, listen into the story. Even if you've never played D&D, I tried to explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it for newcomers. A lot of us were newer to D&D. I played it once before this. A lot of imagination and creativity that I like about it. Like how we're creating a story for the channel. This is all canon. This is stuff that will be remembered throughout the history of this channel and the people who watch it. I've been recording all of it and saving it on the YouTube as well. So, we have a packing order. So we do play it through Twitch. So if you were to play, you'd have to play on Twitch. That's the for one thing. So Gothix, I turn to you. Kyle, I walk over a little bit towards Skullface, Silver. I will remove Pro Gamer Guns for now. If she returns, then she is here with us. We have Larcow, our black scale barbarian, here as well. Health up. We are currently exploring. We have directions to our right. We have directions to our left, south. The original way we fell in through the roof. Do you guys want to head south or do you want to head to the right? Heading left will head us back the way we came, where we found the exit. Your vision, Megara, holds. You find yourself as we get deeper into this dungeon. There's starting to be a lot of art and carvings of different draconic stories and statues of different lizard folk. It's starting to feel a little warmer. The around you, you're starting to notice that the stone might be a little better at insulating than this type of stone is a little better at insulating than regular stone you're used to in caves. Okay, so we got to the right. So Skullface leads with Larcow. I will follow behind. Silver heading closely. The wolf behind the tiefling. Gothix, you're holding the rear as we head towards the right. Oh. Cloud. I can find it. Too scary. Okay, guys. We keep walking a little farther. The light flickering from Megara's flame in her hand. Maxamillios holding his Lightbringer's brass mace that sheds a little of light, as well as the cavern is very dark. As you walk towards the right, you come and you see 4 snake statues towering over you. Their back quarters holding up the wall. They look cobra-like in essence, looking similar to Atlas holding the world. They hold up the ceiling. You see basically an open walkway in front of you. So everybody go ahead and make a perception check. Let's see what you guys... Everybody roll for perception right now. Roll 20. So this autumn's right now, everybody's going to use the dice roller in the chat that is playing, and based on their rolls and the stats of their character, we will see what they see, and I will tell them accordingly. I've been reading a few articles on about traps and how to make them a little more fun. I don't think I'm there yet, but I think I have an idea of what to do too, because I wasn't too happy with how the traps were run last session with the slice and slices in the wall. I wasn't feeling. All right. Megara. I will roll as well with my crappy perception. Everybody has their stats. You know, we've all created our characters. 13 plus my perception, which is 0. All right, Megara. You see on the other side of the statue a switch. You do not see anything else. As we are in the room and we are closer, all of a sudden flames start to burst out of the statues. But you do notice these blue circles that light up on the floor. So I will draw this. Let's... Okay, so these blue circles light up on here. 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 And here. My handwriting is horrible.
About 20.
About 20 seconds delay? Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I appreciate it. Helps me know.
It tells me.
Yep. Okay. Yep, 20. So you notice the flames start bursting out. You guys, you see these blue circles in front of you. What do you guys want to do? As the flames start to shoot out, you start to feel the heat. We're back. Nothing's hitting us. You guys are... the lever is on the other side near the farthest circle. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. The lever, it's on the bottom right of the circle on the farthest right. You should pop up now. Yeah. Nice. Gothix rolled a 20. Gothix, you notice with your 20 check and your Arcana that these blue circles are protective rune spells. That crit just landed you knowing that these are blue circles that protect. You gather that it most likely probably protects you from the fire. You relay this information unless you want to roleplay that. The fires also just keep bursting, then they pause. And then they again. And then you guys are staring at each other. The silhouette is pretty ominous. You guys can't see past the room, but every once in a while, one of the snakes just shoots out a flame. He does. He has resistance. He takes half damage from it. Unfortunately, not yet. Later. Class. We haven't done... It's part of his race. It's a part of his race. That's why we haven't. I know because you're fire, you probably should. And we can work on something like that because we are working with something with Skull about a unique power instead of Hexblade's Curse. Like, I want to call lightning, but at a level of mine, you know? But I don't really get that until... later, so we're working on a spell that's not too overpowered. Run through them and try to jump over it. I tell the group, yeah. Oh no, don't give up your wings. Be fireproof? I wouldn't make you give up wings for fireproof. Alright, so, Gothix, you want to try and jump into one of the circles? You can. That 20 Arcana check of yours just got you the information that these are protective rune spells. You notice the incantations, the writing, the triangles, the circles, the different geographical shapes that ominously light on the floor and kind of, you know, almost look like a cylindrical tower. You figure maybe jumping into them. Go ahead and make a a dexterity check. You do have disadvantage because of your exhaustion from sleeping on the roof last night. Wait, have we rested since then? Rested since? Taking a short rest? We basically made it to the tomb, right? Wandering Frog. Damn, Gothix rolling another... Oh, okay, I was about to say roll 20. 13, Gothix. You make it into the rune as one of the flames just barely comes over you, but stops just short as you're standing there, the cylindrical tower blocking it. As you, whoa, kind of a little bit, as everybody, you see this, that Gothix now stands in a circle and is protected. Gothix, go ahead and make another DC 13 check. This time, roll this time with disadvantage. So roll twice. Wait till the fire stop and run towards the circle next to the lever. I wait till the fire stop and run towards the circle. All right. You Skullface. You make an intelligence check right now. Go ahead and make an intelligence check and roll before you run across this. My music's still playing. I'm not liking this. Too quiet. This one. Just haven't found one better. Good one. There you go. I like this one. I like this one. This one's good. I haven't found one better yet. What do we got going on? So, Gothix rolls a 6 plus his dexterity. Let's roll with disadvantage here. Gothix rolls another one. Honestly, I highly doubt you'll roll a better than that. I'm going to roll for you. I am going to be doing a mix of rolls with you guys and me to get it rolling. You re-rolled a 10 on your second, so you rolled a 6 plus your dex. It is a check, not a save. It is a 5. Gothix, as you make it to the, as you jump across one more time, you miss the rune and you take. As you miss the rune and you take. Damn it. You take. 2d10. 11. There it is. You take 11 damage. Gothix misses the rune, just landing just outside of it. His roll just for, and one of the flames shoots out from the right side, taking 11 damage. Gothix, go ahead and roll that check again with disadvantage for your exhaustion from last night. 22, 23. What am I missing? Anything? 6 weapon. Build Haggard's one. Oh, you had to restart your Twitch? That's fine. Your character is made. It takes a little more than that, my friend Adam. You're gonna have to also know how to play D&D as well. Unless you want to make a backstory. I do appreciate backstories. What type of creature? We'll get a little more into that. The more creative, the what you have. Not just I magically have this stuff. You need to give it some thought, my friend. Enjoy your character. If you create a character, yeah, how did you, you know, basically if you have something really cool or epic, you need a backstory on how you got this epic thing. Gothix, you are now at 12 health, my friend. Gothix is looking a little singed. Here, rolled a 15, you rolled a 7. Skullface rolled a 6. So your first one got Skullface as you make it across. Let's see here. Your dex check is 36, 7, 8. Skullface, your 6 plus your intelligence. You're not aware. You do notice that they stop, but you start running across. So let's double check. Make sure I do this before. I mean, I can hear Skull after. Otherwise, I wait till the tires stop and I run towards the circle next to the lever. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20. You make it to about 25, and you the fire comes out. Go ahead and you make it, but you don't make it to the rune because it seems to be a little shorter and quicker than you anticipated. You take 11 damage, Skullface, as you barely make it to, you don't make it to the rune there. Yes, you can. Okay, go ahead. So say that, or you just say that. Okay. So Megara, all right, I got this. As you're about to take this damage, Megara, all of a sudden to your right, as you look and you see the fire start to gather in the mouth of the snake. You're like, shit, and you brace for the little bit of damage that the fire is going to give you. All of a sudden, you hear a click. And Megara uses her mage hand. What's the distance? Like 30 feet? 5, 10. Oh, move down a little bit.
Down and over without getting burned.
Okay, so you get to about right here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, so I'm going to need you to make a dexterity check. Go ahead and roll that real quick. Hang on, everything slows down for a sec. You hear the click. You wake. The fire is about to blow in your face. What'd you roll?
17.
You rolled a 17. You hear the click. Megara is inside the first circle, and the switch gets turned off. Megara turns it off in the last second, and the fire stops at your mouth. At the mouth. Very good. Very good. I'm just kind of standing here watching the whole thing. The wolf Silver is kind of like, fuck this. I ain't going into no fire. Did I miss anything else, my friends? You know if I missed any. And I'm going to make his childhood backstory. Well, first you also got to get on Twitch, Adams. It helps to play on Twitch. Healing orb to the boys, then to Skull. Okay. Okay, 5 plus 3 to who first? Or Gothix and Skull. 8. Okay, Gothix. You regain. You were at 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. You were at 12. I don't know why it says 20. You were about... Skull didn't take any damage. Luckily, you turned it off in time. He was about to, but there... You also call... I remember you saying you wanted to do Mage Hand a while ago. So I will accept that you did it kind of... You all kind of... There's no initiative right now. Kind of what is everybody saying and doing. And since we're not in the same room, there's a little of a... I give a little leeway... I get a little leeway to reaction time and be like, no, that's too late. You didn't tell me in time, you know. Okay, we make it across. Very good. Gothics, you are healed a little bit. Very good. I liked that one. Okay, so yeah. All right, my friends, my compadres. You guys, keep going forward. Larkow following, kind of eyeing around. He kind of shuffles his shoulders. Me and Silver start following in the rear. Me and Silver kind of look at each other as I look down to the wolf. What? And the cat falls. I think that's so cute. There's a Jinxie. Alright, my friends, make sure I don't miss any chat. Take to make an account. Not that long. Basically, it's more, this is a gift for people that are pretty loyal. You know, they show that they're going to not come into the channel and start killing store clerks and stuff like that. So you come into a room. As you walk past the door, go ahead. As Gothics, you start to walk up. You kind of, you look around. You give a little perception. You try to see if it's not trapped. Everyone is being pretty aware. Skullface walks up next to you. You guys both kind of look over the door. You try to see if there's any tripwires, any levers, any things to step on. You do not see anything. The door opens. It is not locked. Okay, hang on. Put you guys in here. Oh, thank you, God. I was like, what's going on? Oh, light. That's why. I'm like, the door is off. That's why. All right, let me do that. Let me delete the door. That. Yeah. All right, sorry, dynamic lighting. Okay. Boom, the door is open. No problems. You keep walking down the hallway. As you keep going straight forward, everybody kind of keeping an eye out. Everyone moving at a pretty decently slow pace. It does take us the better part of 3 minutes to get down this hallway. As you are starting to come down this hallway, everybody go ahead and make a perception check. Pretty roll for perception, right? Maybe you can too. Perception checks. Gothics. I'm not gonna kill store clerics because my character won't be around when you're buying things because he will be killing goblins. Name's Goblin Slayer. Yeah, D&D is pretty fun, man. I like Goblin Slayer. I'm gonna have to catch up on some episodes. Skullface still waiting. That's okay. No hurry. It's all good. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, Skull. It's about to stop doing it. I rolled a 17. Okay, so that's good. Sorry, it's... Did you get it?
No,
because I rolled over him. I'm sorry, I rolled over you.
That's his 17.
Okay. I start to move forward a little bit in the group. We end up, you and Larkow holding up the rear. As we are heading down this tunnel, you start to notice Max. Here. Skullface. I'm the first one. I start to relay. I turn around to you guys. I start to notice cobwebs as we are going this way. Start to see them on the walls and areas, hidden in the corners. Not as rampant, but as we are starting to head south, cobwebs are starting to get bigger and bigger and more rampant. Everybody, as we come up to this wall, or as we come up through this hallway, you guys start to notice the cobwebs are so thick that you can't move forward. What do you guys want to do? Looks like a roadblock. A bunch of webs blocking our way. Man. Fire. They have vulnerability to fire. Webs do. They have vulnerability to fire. I used to be to burn them. Sounds good. Both of you guys. As we get closer and Max wants to start hacking and slashing, Skullface and Megara walk up past Max and shoulder and they put their hands out. Wait a minute, we got this. And they both put their hands out, one in their way of incantation, the other their way of their somatic components, and the hallway is cleared. Okay. Being is that we have experience with webs, and we've seen webs before, I'm going to call back to the group. We should all start going stealth. Start walking a lot slower. Be careful. There might be giant spiders. Wow. So everybody roll a stealth check. You and me, Skull, are leading the group. Gothics and Silver are holding up the rear. Larkow, Megara are start to come down. As we go, we see a stairwell to your left leading downwards. The ground starts to descend deeper as it grows colder. Seems almost unnaturally cold how air doesn't escape. This stone seems to insulate the area. You drink it, it gives you like 3 spell points, and it gives you like 6 spell points. 3 of them count as 1 spell, and anything level 2 or everything over. I have a description. I'm not sure. We have to look. I can't remember. Our Gothics rolled a 19. Oh yeah, my character is a badass. Everybody believes that, Adam. And that's why creating a badass background story is how I keep people from going crazy in their ego. Because when you give people the limits of their imagination, there is no limit. Okay. Let's see. Stealth as well. What do we got here for these stealthy rolls? Gothics rolled a fucking 19. Jesus. Gothics rolled a 19 plus a 9. Gothics just rolled 29? 28? Gothics. Gothics, you are practically invisible. You also get like a plus 4 for having your Shadow Knight's armor, or armor of the Shadow something. I remember your Christmas present from Santa. You are practically invisible to looking in. You start to head a little bit ahead of the group as you whisk into the shadow. We kind of lose you. As you just disappear away into the shadows. You come up to the left and you see an opening, as the cobwebs are very rampant right now. You see it open up fairly well due to your supreme night dark vision. This place looks very cobwebbed and very 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 old and filled with spider web. Yes. All right, so Gothix rolled an 11. Skullface rolled an 11. Skull, you rolled 14. Oh, yeah.
Did the math.
Oh, thank you. 14. And what else? What did you roll? What did you roll? 14. As yeah, it's Misty Step. Skullface actually has that, and Gothix as well, Adam. Very good one. But Gothix poof. Shadows. 13 for Megara. Did I roll? Rolled 18 plus 24 for Maxi. I do, and I have a disadvantage. So 24 minus is 19. I have a -5 stealth roll. I have a +1, so yeah, 19. I have a +1, -5. I have +6 in my stealth, but my armor is a -5. My my kobold. So, and Larkow.
Cry.
6. Larkow rolls. Not very good at either. Alright. Megs, you were what again? Yeah. 13? Okay. Alright, Skullface. As you go into the shadows, it's really dark. But your superior dark vision starts to take over as you leave the light of Megara behind. Max and Gothix, or Max and Skullface, motion for everybody to kind of crouch as we go down this way. Gothix, as you go deeper into this tomb, you notice a clicking sound. As you see a creature climbing on the wall. This creature looks like it has 6 eyes. It's humanoid in shape. 2 protruding claws out its front as it climbs on the wall. It does not notice you, but you notice it as it climbs around in the spider webs. You not only notice 1, but you notice 2. One climbing on the roof, the other one just grasping on the side of the wall in the back corner. It looks like it's eating on something as it's wrapped up and is enjoying a meal. Damn it, it is a circle, not a PNG, but that's okay. It came as a JPEG, not a PNG. You jerk! They shouldn't have that black square, or that white square, but that's okay. Because I uploaded as a PNG. So, as you notice this, Max starts to come closer. You see, Max actually does not come closer. I can't see shit, so I actually stay back. Skullface, what are you doing? What is everybody doing right now? This moment is on you. Gothix, you scout ahead. You see 2 creatures, one in its webs, another one hanging from the walls, walking what looks in a direction of doing. Yes, you can. Make a nature check, my friend. We'll double check, but yeah, do roll that. Just roll your 20. Oh, you're good. Yeah, I'm gonna do nature right now. Monstrosity. I'm not gonna get into this if it's a bit different for everything. Yes, Gothic rolled 19. Very fucking good. Gothix. You remember talking to a smith a while back in a faraway city before you had met Max. The smith was fixing some armor with some deep gashes and some melted, singed uh, damages on the armor. You proceeded to ask this blacksmith what happened to the armor that he is repairing. He told you about a creature called an ettercap, a spider-like entity with two mandibles and six eyes protruding all around its face. A somewhat humanoid yet spider-mixed kind of creature. Yes, a very humanoid monstrosity. You know that they definitely use webs, and they have a sense of webs that anything that has touched their webs or moves in their webs, they will notice. You currently find yourself almost touching a web that leads as you follow the web, and you notice it leads to the ettercap that is hanging on the roof. You back away a little bit and don't touch it, as you remember not to touch any of the webs. Being is that Skullface and Megara were able to burn the webs, and Max not hit the webs. You did not warn them, and you have the jump on them. You are currently the one surprising. Max is not going to head first. If Megara, it is kind of, we see. All right, what do you guys want to do? You currently have the floor. Skullface, you are not with the group. The group is kind of chilling behind as you scout ahead. Can we burn them webs? Yes, you can. All right, Gothics, you back away, barely touching the web, and you jump up. You boom back, and poof, right back in front of everybody, and everybody looks to you as you relay the information about the ettercaps, the spider-like entities, humanoid shape. I will give you one more look if you would like to see what the picture is of this creature. And there you go. You can take a gander at that. All right, put you where you need to be, you dildo. Protruding belly. It stands out pretty decently height, just in case they could trap us. Yeah, they go forward and they'll get ready to start burning the webs. Okay, all right. So there are no webs. That's none of the webs. The webs are closer. They're not in your way. Currently don't have any webs in your way. If you want to start burning the webs, those webs are close within the ettercap's range. I will tell you that. But there currently are no webs in your way to the ettercaps. It is a clear path. Minus the various webs that are, wrapped around the walls and various roofing above you. You notice the system that kind of rolls around you. We are kind of crouching as the webs are kind of around. But there is not enough that we are going to run into them. It is okay. You guys passed your second one. Yeah, you're good. Not going to change that. Hey, you guys did good. You burned them. You currently are not detected. Have the jump. It can't kill itself. Jesus. Go for it a little and get ready to start. Sarkath, as I call my giant centipede. Sarkath, as I call my giant centipede. All right. As you guys see, Skullface pulls out this black wand with little twigs on it. He pulled from the wondrous bag of random holding. He pulls out and says the command word, Sarkath. And he throws the little black wand onto the floor. All of a sudden it grows in shape, and out comes a giant centipede. This centipede, as it transforms, this I will have to pull up the stats for the centipede. You have the stats for the centipede skull. I do. Darn phone. Do you have my phone? What happened to my phone? Dave, do you have my phone or something? Okay. That's okay. I will do it. I have it. It's pretty easy to find. I already have it saved, so. Okay. Giant Centipede 5e. Alright. You might want to pull that up if you can. It's an armor class of 13. It's only got 4 hit points. It has blind sight, so it can see in the dark. It has passive perception of 8. Its intelligence, all its scores. It has a bite of +4, reach of 5, and hits for 1d4 plus 2. Anyone does that. It's fine. 3. I already got up and set up. And then it also gives 3d6 poison damage. Yeah. So, you're good. You have it out. It's fine. It sits there waiting for your command. It is, I would say, yeah, about that size. A little bigger. As it skitters and clicks best it can. It's basically a free hitter. All right, what do you guys want to do? You currently know where the Eder caps are. You guys can attempt to set up a position and thank you. And do a surprise attack with ranged weapons. You have advantage on the attack roll. But you can do that, or we can do something else if you guys think something crazy. I want to try my new weapon, but I'm down for waiting for a long distance attack. I do not have my bow. Pro Gamer Guns has my bow. Yeah, great. Acid arrows, it's fine. I also have to go get another one. Just haven't really been seeing any bows in the stores that I want, besides the basic one, which was basic. Never had to buy one. Now. Alright, what do you guys want to do? You guys have the floor. I recommend, as Max, I turn to you guys and like we should set up in positions. Those who are the stealthiest of us. And prepare for a long distance attack. At least you'll get advantage on the attack when surprising the creatures. Try and make a Twitch account. Alright, sounds good. I'm looking at you, Blue. There were 2 Eder caps. You kind of hear in the distance as we are trying to make up a plan. You hear around the darkness of the corner the little clicking, and you almost think it's a centipede, but it sounds farther, and it kind of worries you a little bit. You wonder in your head, maybe the thing's getting closer. As your securities start to enter into your thoughts. Zoom your thoughts. No, I'm working on that. What? Okay. I want to get in sight of one of them and charge a blast until the centipede shoot attack. Sounds good. It has its own initiative. It is its own character. So when we roll initiative, it will roll initiative. Well, which I'll roll initiative for you, so you don't. And okay. I want to get in sight. Alright, I think that's a good plan. Let's get this moving. Kitty knocking over my stuff. Yeah, yeah. Sneak attack, yeah. Okay. Alright, so Gothics, without a second thought, you poof over behind this one rock here. get your sight on the Ettercap. Megara, get down right behind Gothix and your sight. I, as Max, I do not have any dark vision. I will have. We are in the dark right now. I am at disadvantage. Currently, no one is shining any light. We are currently poofing around in the dark. Max is at crazy disadvantage. I don't really have any distance tools, so I will stand this one out. Skullface, you move ahead just near the one web as remember Gothix telling you not to touch the webs. Larcow does have dark vision. Pulls up behind you, Skullface, and he looks to you as you look to him, and he nods. You nod to him. Silver comes right behind Max, and I give him a little pat on the head as we kind of sit this one out for a second and wait for our role in the fight. The centipede moves up a little bit. Okay. All right, you guys, who does? They have dark vision up to 60 feet. You are currently stealth. Everybody passed. What? The centipede? Centipede has blind sight. Yes. Centipede has blind sight. The Ettercap does not. It has a. You guys are good. You guys are all right. They're on the roof right now. Currently, they're elevated, climbing the ceiling. Yeah, you do whatever you want to do. So you guys call your attacks right now. There's no initiative roll until after.
Grasping vine, slam him to the ground.
Grasping vine?
Yeah.
Slam down. Okay. So what I'm going to do to, for the sake of brevity and time, let's everybody roll for initiative. We get the first attack. It is the prize round. Go ahead and roll for initiative. This will also organize me for the attack, you know, so kind of it says me who. 9 plus what?
9.
Jesus.
It was a 6.
What's that? Full face. I will roll initiative as well. I rolled a 6 plus 4. That is 10. It's a shitty ass roll. Alright. Max rolls a 6 plus 4 is 10. Right? 10. Bull rolls a 13. Very nice. Gothic's rolling a 2. Oh, that's horrible. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I know, right? 7.
Oh
Skull,
no, Gothic's
13,
rolled a 2. He's not last in
13,
initiative.
4, 5, 6, 16. I know, right? What did you get?
I
9?
got 9.
You're good. You beat him, actually. 9. Fine. Larcow rolls for initiative as well. Rolls a 20. Larcow rolled a crit. 20 plus... I could, Memorial Day, I couldn't print out at the library. I know. I totally forgot to tell you we were talking. Plus 4. He rolled a 20. He rolled a 24. So Larcow has first, but Larcow is going to hold his attack. Wait for he's gonna hold his. He's gonna stay at his movement. He's probably gonna have to hold his whole turn because you can. I believe you can hold your action. You can't really hold your movement technically. I don't really care about that. I don't care if you want to hold your movement. I'm not too worried about it. There are things I wouldn't think. So Skullface got a 16. Very good. So the initiative order is Larcow, Skullface, Megs, no, Max, Megs, and Gothix. One, and this is Ettercap. 19 plus 2 is 21. Oh, Ettercaps actually go after Larcow after the surprise round is over. Rolled really well.
Well, you would think hack out.
Yeah. I don't think it has. Well, I'll have to look here, but I don't think so. All right, so my friends, Skull, you have the first attack. What are you doing for the surprise round? And then what are you going to be doing? The grasping vines. What is that again? Do I have to save? Okay. Yeah. Shoot the other cap. I can see the other cap is here. I'm sorry you don't. Guess he's just out of your 60-foot range. Gothic sees him. Let me just. Gothic sees him. Yeah, Gothic sees him because he has superior dark vision. He's just outside of your air range. The other one. Okay. All right, Skull. You are. You move just a little bit to the left, and you go ahead and roll your attack, my friend. As everybody gets into position, we all nod to each other. Skull starts to see the green and black arcane energy start to flicker. The Ettercaps look, and all of a sudden, a Eldritch Blast comes flying at them. We'll get to it in a second. Okay. Very good. Hit. Three plus, what is his 5? Okay. 5 is 8. 8 damage. Okay, so good. Okay, Gothics, you are, or Max is up next. I hold. Megs, you are up next. What are you gonna do? As the surprising. All right, go ahead. What is it again? DC save. It's a D. Does not tell me I need to make a save or anything. No, I think it's a save. It's a strength save, I'm pretty sure. Well, next time I'll have you.
No, my other ones, they have saves.
Monkey punch, range, spell divine. Dexterity. The creature must succeed a dexterity saving throw. What is your DC? Okay, a +3. No, your DC is still attack DC, top right corner. Spell attack DC. I'm pretty sure it's 16. 15. Rolls a 10. All right. The Ettercap all of a sudden gets blasted as it takes a green and black arcane energy, flies towards it, starts to burn its face. All of a sudden, without even reacting, these vines sprout out of the ground. Megara using the Thorn of the North bow spell charge. Go ahead and minus those charges off as all of a sudden these vines break out of the stone. You see them come out, push some tiles out of the side, and wrap around the Ettercap, pulling it off of the roof and to the floor, slamming it onto the ground. It takes 2d10 fall. That's a 12.
I was like, my thing doesn't. I just.
10. 10? Wow. Nope, that's a gamble. Or it's a middle. 17. Nice. 17 damage as it falls from the roof. Where? Need it for my calculator. 9, that's 1, that's 2, 1. Wow. Alright, that's fine. That works. Alright. You can do math on paper, it's just annoying. Alright, next is Gothics. You got the distance as well. You are up. Do I have to grapple to try compulsion? You do not. It is a DC save of 17, and you basically convince it that you are a long-lost friend. Let's see, though. Do you speak its languages is the question. It doesn't say. Well, it doesn't say it's a language. It doesn't speak a language. Yep, so that's what it is then. Okay. Go ahead and Gothics make a intelligence check right now, just straight intelligence. before you do this. Honestly, I'm gonna roll for that because we don't have to wait. Okay. Roll a 2. You are not aware. You are not sure whether it'll work or it won't. Talking to. And no, I will give it a second just for your reaction because I know you typed that a second ago. If you still want to compulse it, you can try. You can definitely try. Otherwise, that will be the end of the surprise round. Okay. So Gothics, 5, 10. Are you going to do? Are you doing that? Is that? You don't need to roll for it. It needs to roll against you. The roll's an 18. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'd say you can get to about right here without having to be right at it. You try to talk to the other cap and you try to compulse it. You don't need to talk to it because it's compulsion and you're using like your eyes and your sense and your psyche kind of thing. But he does roll the save. The Ettercap looks at you as it's kind of tangled up and it's standing. It's not prone. No, it is prone. Fucking prone. Oh. It looks to you as it's wrapped up and it's got a bunch of vines holding it. It's kind of looks like it's straight-jacketed for a second there. Oh wait, no, I know. Hang on. And as it kind of the vines recede out of the trap as the spell ends for Megara and the vines recede, it kind of looks to you and you try to look into its eyes. Your pupils dilate and your compulsion fails. That is your action. The surprise round is over. Larkow is up. The 5, 10. Let's see here. He, being his barbarian self, he's probably not going to reach anything though. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Barbarian. Barbarian. He's got a 30 moving speed. 5, 10, 30. He's going to attempt to throw his axe. Being is that a two-handed axe, I would say, has a disadvantage at throwing. I'll look into that later about the specifics of it, but I would normally give him disadvantage for throwing a two-handed axe. But being as the being is on the ground and it is prone, giving him advantage for the attack, I will cancel out the advantage and the disadvantage and have a straight roll for Larkow to throw his axe and kind of let it kind of fly towards the Ettercap that is on the ground. So he rolls his attack. He is no longer raging. He's not raging yet. He rolls a 1. The axe straight up flies past the Ettercap and lands right behind it and slides as you hear the clinking of the metal against the stone, and the axe now sits behind the Ettercap. The Ettercap is now going to go. Cantrip is an action, yes. Cantrip is an action. There it is. It sits there behind him. Okay, we'll say that's behind him. The Ettercap is going to go, mother lover. That's skull too. Why is this skull? This is not sorry, skull. Wrong token. My bad, bro. Get to about right there. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, so the Ettercap is going to use half its movement to stand up. So he has 15 feet of movement left. The Ettercap stands up. Gothics, you see the Ettercap kind of stand a little more erect, and its mandibles start to open as it as it opens towards you and screams at you. You see all of a sudden this goopy essence appear in its mouth as it shoots a web at you. Go ahead and make a dexterity. +4 to hit. Nope. Attacks. He rolls a 9. A 9 plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Nope. The web flies right past you, Gothics, as it flies past Lara Croft too and hits the floor as it sticks to the floor. The attack misses. And now the other Addercap is going to go. Let's see. He's going to shoot as well. He's going to shoot towards a Larcow. Goes on the ground. That is a DC. That's a D10. 17. That is fucking guaranteed. That's a fucking hit. Okay. Okay, so the second Ettercap starts to move a little more on the side of the wall. You see it kind of as it is on the vertical wall climbing side. It looks towards Larcow, and you see this similar scene as all of a sudden a webbing flies towards Larcow and hits Larcow. Larcow is currently restrained now and you see Larcow grabbed by web as he is now webbed by the Ettercap. The first one missed, second one go. All right, Skullface, you are up. And then Skull, I will roll the initiative for your centipede, okay? Hopefully it's not higher than that. It's 4. All right, centipede probably goes dead last. Dex is +1, +2, so 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's underneath Megs. The centipede is last in the initiative. Skull basically can be you know, he's not completely worthless. Nothing is ever completely worthless in that bag. It's just how you use it. Alright, so we wait for Skull. As the battle starts to ensue, start to hear kind of the echoes of the battle kind of repeat from behind you as the sound waves are reflected back off the walls deeper down the north. You notice some various creatures and monsters wrapped up in webbing, some hanging from the ceiling as they look like pods wrapped around. You notice a human body wrapped up to your right in a web, dried as a puncture wound as they suck the juice out of their victims. Use precision to feed Larcow and lose him. Him by frost sword. Toss him my frost sword from my back. So that's an action. Okay, sounds good. Larcow, all of a sudden, as he's like, the webbings just bursts into flame around him, kind of lights up the dungeon for a second. We are still playing in the dark. Max has not seen any of this really go down. He's just kind of like hears the fighting go down. As I look to and pat the wolf on the head again, Silver. Ow. Okay. Larcow is now freed and no longer restrained, and you toss him your ice sword as an interaction. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep. I'll say I'll use that as your interaction, your bonus action. Okay. That you free the sword and you hear Larcow kind of you exclaim and like, ah, and you yell out to Larcow that you're tossing the sword towards him, and he looks to you and he goes, "Give it here." and you toss the sword. He grabs it, no problem. Being is that you use most of your. Let's go with Maxi is up next. I pull out my Lightbringer, my +1 mace, brass mace that emits like a 30-foot range of light. I on 30 feet, or is it 60? Yes. Yay, it's 60 feet. I'm happy for 30 feet dim. All right. You guys start to see behind this very divine light start to shine as I pull out my +1 mace and I start to make my way 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30, what? 35 or 30. I get about right. I'm going to use my dash action to get closer to this adder cap. So use my action. So 5, 10. Mags, you're up next. 10, 30. I get to about right here. Fun. Yep, that's my whole turn. I use both my dash and my action. Why do I have 6? I don't know why I have 60. Can't remember why I would have 60. No potion. The Berserk potion is over. I actually have advantage too. Wait, no, we rested. What's that? No one has. He looks good, healthy and vibrant, untouched. No one has touched him. What do you want to do? So mad at these freaking Ettercap box. I move to see the southern enemy. I launch a wall of fire arrow to circle around him. Okay. Okay. What wall of fire? Explain to me again.
Okay. So it's either a wall that is 20 across or 20 diameter.
Okay.
And it is up as.
I am within 5 feet of the Ettercap. Okay.
I choose side.
Oh, okay. You're gonna do the firewall
so, like,
between us. So you're gonna do the wall.
Side,
you're gonna do the wall of fire. Okay.
So he has to save.
Okay. Save.
Otherwise, save for half damage. 5d8.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see here.
I just choose it to circle instead of being a wall.
Okay.
I can either concave us in. I can either concave us in a circle, load the outside, or I can circle in me. But you choose a side of the wall that does that.
Okay. Yes, I remember giving it to you. You critical fire. Dexterity saving throw. All right. What's your DC? Is 15. Okay. The Ettercap. I know. Rolls a 2. He does not save. The Megara shoots as you see. All of a sudden, the place is black. I barely see the Ettercap. I have my light shining. It's starting to be a little more lit in this dungeon. All of a sudden, you hear this arrow get knocked as you hear a thum, and in front of me, a wall of fire bursts up in flames. As the Megara uses a wall of fire arrow she got. Okay, premium. 5d8 knows how much? 26. Oh my god.
I don't want to use my
14. 14. Wow. He's not looking good. You, all of a sudden, everyone's kind of paying attention to their own thing in battle. All of a sudden, you guys just look to your left, and this wall of fire just emits in front of Max and burns the Ettercap. You hear the Ettercap screech in pain as the wall of fire just consumes in front of it. How long is it? How long is the fire? Is it?
It's
No, no. How long is the? How big is the wall?
wrap it around.
Do you want to do a circle, not a wall?
A circle. So
Okay.
20 feet diameter.
Okay, that's fine.
Or 20 feet across, and it's highest 6.
Yeah, and you want it to go in the in direction so it doesn't burn me. I remember
Yes.
that. Okay, and it's
1
20
foot
foot,
thick.
so 20 feet long.
Or diameter.
Yeah, 20-foot radius, right? Diameter. That's
It's a
one
10
way.
foot radius.
Oh, okay. 10, or it's
20
10-foot
all
radius.
the way around. So
That's
across.
okay. Across is 20 feet.
Yes.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15. Jesus. 5, 10, 15. That's a 20 size foot
You
radius.
can do it. I just.
No,
I
it's not
wanted-
easy to draw. But I
but
think
it's a
you wanna.
concentration spell, and he.
Yeah, he can't pass through it. So you see this entire wall of flame just kind of blow up in front of us. I do not take damage. I am right there. She chooses the damage to be on the inside. The wall of flame starts to cover the Ettercap and consumes it in this wall of fire around it. The wall is wrapped around the other edge of the wall. I am not 100% sure that the wall of fire has to be that it can be put near a wall and have half of it cut out. I will check into that later. But for ruling for now, the wall of fire is connected to the half side of the wall. I am not aware that the wall of fire has to be a circle right there, perfect, undisturbed.
No, I can make.
You can make it
I
a
can
circle,
curve
but
it.
I'm just saying, can it hit a wall and will not be in? I'm sure it's
Yes.
fine.
But it is
Hey, Adam's Crater.
I can make.
Thanks for
kind of
coming in.
curve it like but it can
Yeah.
in 20
Okay.
diameter.
So, how much damage? 18. So the
26.
Ettercap is now burning. It screeches. That was a really good firewall arrow. Okay, so he is not looking too good. Gothix, my friend, you are up, and then the centipede is next. Type that. Thanks for showing up, man. Thanks for the hit that follow button, and welcome to the world of Twitch. It's actually better over here. It is, dude. Dude sucks. I'm call you Boo. You're up, Boo. Show me how to make a character. Well, I can't show you right now. We are in the middle of the game, but I definitely show people how to build characters during the week. I will be on tomorrow if you want to get into it tomorrow. But you kind of need to know how to play D&D. Basically, what I want you to start working on before you start playing is I want you to start thinking of your character. Are you an elf? Are you human? Are you a creature, an animal? What are you? You can't be a dragon. You can't have a dragon pet. And if you have a pet that's really badass, you need to make a story for it. Your weapons, what you use. Are you a sneaky character? Are you a battler? Are you a tank? Are you tanky? Are you a healer? Think of your character, because I really hate it when people rush to make a character and then they want to change it later because they got into it. And they're like, no, actually, I don't like this character anymore. I want to be somebody else. No, think of your character, think well, and think hard. Because the rest of the time we role play. It's been a while. So you basically can attack Gothics, your options. You can try and compulse them again. I don't recommend trying to compulse enemies. I mean, it's completely possible, but it's a creature. It's a mindless. It's a what?
I control how.
Yeah. You
Now I
can
know.
control.
Up to 2 feet, up to 60 feet
Ah,
high, up
yeah,
to 1
yeah,
feet thick.
yeah.
Make
Well, it is one
smaller
thug
to be
thug.
around him, fit better. I'm telling you,
Yep.
the DM,
Yeah.
because I could ask you.
Wow,
a million
so it doesn't
questions.
have to be 20 feet. Yeah, you can make it smaller.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
I'm
that's
telling
cool.
you.
All right, so we will bring it down. No, I just
No,
the
I know.
up to is a very important somatic. That it can be up to 20 feet. It can be a smaller 20 foot.
But I'm the one
You wanna
correcting
consume
you. I
him, you
looked
can-
this up before.
You can just consume him completely and not even have to be connected to the wall if you want to. So it's just for fuck's sake, like it's that. I agree. I like it though.
I'm letting you know.
Yeah. Okay, so Gothix wants to attack Saber Guns. Go ahead and roll your attack, Gothix. You don't have advantage. You just roll your attacks, my friend. You don't have an ally near, so you don't get sneak attack. You just have your main attack. Your saber guns a +7 to hit. Go ahead and roll that 20, my friend. Can I make a race miscellaneous because he is a ninja? Because ninjas never show their true identity. You can do that. Definitely a part of your story, but as DM, you need to tell me what he is human-wise. I'm the DM, so you need to let me know everything about your character so I know how to run the game. So it's challenging for you or just interesting story-wise. Like, I run with characters, people's characters. We're working on, we're finishing, we're going to start Megan's campaign. I've been writing down notes on what I want to do with Gothix's campaign. I have ideas for the Shadowfell, a plane of existence where a lot of dark creatures exist. I'm thinking that's where we might actually go. We will see. That was a little tease for you guys. But I've been messing with ideas with Gothic's storyline, and we will be going from there. But yeah, characters and stuff are something I love about this game. Is ooh, very good. Okay, well, Gothix rolled a 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Gothix, you miss with the miss. What?
Sorry. Takes this out of damage. 5d. In the first time it enters or ends. So if it walks out, it takes.
Yeah, it starts. Does it say start its turn in the fire circle anywhere? Okay, if it starts, as soon as its turn starts, it takes another 5d8.
Enters all for the or ends its
after leaving. Okay, so he takes fire. He tries to leave and he takes fire damage. Okay.
Yes. Into it, like move.
Okay. All right. So Gothix is up. Unfortunately, as Gothix moves to shoot the Ettercap, he pulls out his saber guns. He looks. He's like, "You mother lovers!" And his guns jam and lock. He starts to fudge with it. That is the end of Gothix's turn. The centipede is up. Skullface, as Gothix you start to hear him cuss under his breath as he kind of smashes his weapons as he unjams them. Then Larcal will be going. I don't care. He will be willing once the session is done, but right now on how to do so. Yes, I can. Whisper me a email address. That's all I need. But you are kind of young, so I mean, I'm not, most time young people don't really like D&D. They like the idea of being in the story and having their limelight. And what I will stress to you right now, it is not about how badass you are. It is about how you work with the team and how you help the team. That is what makes you a knight. That is what makes you an honored person in the game. Not trying to be that person that's always showing off and trying to do the most damage, the most badassness. It is about helping your teammates and being friendly and working together. That is what makes a good story. And I reward those people with limelight and not limelight, with spotlight. When they don't put themselves in the spotlight, I reward them with spotlight. It's about being humble. Oh my god, take your time, creating character, backstory, pet, etc. It's a lot to do. Yes. The butt is going to move in as close. The bug, sorry, as close as he can. Let her cap and attack. All right. The fudger has some good movement. He has a 30 feet walking. With I will say he uses whole turn to get up to the Ettercap. He gets to the Ettercap, but he is not able to attack. He uses dash action. Larcal goes up next. All right, so Larcal is going to cast this. He is going to use his bonus action to rage. You see Larcal kind of as emotionless. He the purple lining around the black of his scales starts to show and emanate as a faint glow surrounds him. He makes his attack towards the thing. He will be doing reckless attack, giving himself advantage. 25. Both two like counter for like 5 feet. He makes it to the creature. I'm just gonna advantage. That's 16. Okay. 16, and he is. Oh fuck! I did it too late. That's okay. I'm not. I have to use Weapon Master before knowing it. He gets his hit in, and he deals 6 plus 4. 6 plus 9. 9 damage. 10, 11 damage because he is raging. He gets 2 more creatures. 11 damage. The Ettercap. The Ettercap sees Lark. Oh wait, no. Larkow has to get to. His axe is not there, so you know what he's going to do. Being is that he can't get to his axe. I completely forgot he doesn't have his axe. It's on the floor. He's actually going to do his hungry jaws. He's going to attack. He did get his attack. He did roll. Got his attack, so he's going to do 1d6 plus 5 and gain a con. So 4 plus 5 is 9, 10, 11. It's still 11 damage, so that's good. So that was great. 11 damage, same as he did last time. Plus 3 con as he gains 3 temporary health for Hungry Jaws. Go away. Oh, you dildo. Go away. The centipede has such a big hitbox to grab. As he gains 48. He gains 3 temporary health. As you see, Larkow just not even care that he doesn't have his axe as he runs towards the Ettercap. You see Gothix. He runs past you. This black-scaled lizard folk with purple outlining around the edges of his scales. He jumps and leaps, his tail wagging as he jumps on the Ettercap, and he gnaws on the shoulder. The Ettercap just as it screams out in pain. The Ettercap is next. Let's urge. Tower. He hasn't sent it to me yet. I've been waiting a month for this dice tower. 5. Freaking he recharges. He's going to do a melee attack on Larkow. He as he pushes a Larkow off of him, he moves in for his attack against a Larkow. What? Yeah. I got you.
I just said.
Yeah, you did. You did. All right. I grabbed the wrong person earlier. Plus 4. Okay, ready? Here we go. Larkow is about to get attacked. 7. Plus 4. So, nope. That first attack misses. Second attack going in. The bite was first. The claws is second. Rolls a 14 plus 4 is 18. He hits, dealing 7 damage, halved to 4. We round up with D&D. He takes, as the Ettercap strikes towards Larkow, you see it hit his scaly chest, not wearing armor on his chest, but a shoulder pad and some fur in some various areas, as he has patches of different types of little armor, being as he is a natural scaly type creature. He takes 4 damage. He is raging. He takes less damage when he is raging. The second Ettercap is going to. So it starts its turn in there, but he wants to leave. The Ettercap sees itself in a fire and is just going to jump towards Max as best he can. He's going to be taking that 3d8 because there's nothing he can really do. 5d8. So let's see how that goes.
Am I rolling or you?
You roll. Go ahead. Let's do it. I will set this to. The Ettercap lunges towards Max. As it leaves the fire, it takes 5d8. And how much? 2. Can I put my backstory ideas? Can. How much? 15. The second enter cap. Oh, it doesn't look good, but it is still alive. It is not looking good at all. As it just, all of a sudden, Max just sees, doesn't see past the flames as he's looking at this wall of fire. All of a sudden, just the enter cap just comes jumping at him, moving for its multiple attack. Let's see if it recharges. It rolls a 6. It is recharged as well. He's going in for a multi attack against Max. It fell down. 18. That sucks. 18 plus 4. That is definitely a hit. Dealing 6 plus 4. EC 11. I did an 11. Fuck yeah. I am not poisoned, but I take 10 damage from the first attack as he jumps out of the fire and Max doesn't see it coming. He just bites onto my chest. I'm going to use my reaction to parry that kilowatt deflection as you see a flash of electrical energy flash as Max tries to knock him off, dealing a superiority die. D8. A D8. 10. How long does it last? Minute. You're good. That's six turns at least. Plus 5 plus dex. I rolled a 2. Plus my dex is 6. I take 6 damage off of that 10 as I deflect that, and I take 4 damage for the first attack. 40 down to 36. The second bite, it's a scratch attack as he comes in for a claw attack. Nope. 19. 19 plus a 7. Another 7 damage as Max flex with his kilowatt deflection. The comes down and strikes down and hits me across the chest. You hear me kind of groan in a light manner as I am down to 29 health. That is it. Megara, you are up. Skull, did you go? No, we missed Skull, didn't we? I think we skipped Skull. I think I skipped Skull. Skull, you're up. Wait. Oh, he didn't. He did it. He used his turn to last turn. No, this is Skull's turn. Skull, you're up. Sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I don't know how I skipped him by like that. I know I always skip somebody. I'm so sorry. Alright, if you'd like, I'm willing to help you. Childhood, nah, I don't need. I don't talk or I'm typing. I'm a very long backstory. Don't type it out that long, and if it's really long, whisper it to me because it's waste if it's in the chat. Just type it up and send it to me. What? In whisper. What did you say? I won't be able to read it. Yeah, I won't be able to read it. Send it to me in a whisper. That's not conflict. Okay. Skull, you're up. Oh, 5, 10. You're in range, about right here. What you do, Adams, is you look at my name and you click it. Whether you're on a phone or whatever, you look at the. Are you on a phone first of all, or are you on a computer? Is the question. Let's separate from the main chat. All right, roll a 10 plus your 17. That is a hit. Sure you know. 10 damage. Is there anything you want to do with your bonus action or anything like that? Right, I'm gonna put in the name and scroll down and iPod. How the hell are you on an iPod? Which can be watched on an iPod. The Eder Cap. You see, as the battle goes down and Max gets attacked, all of a sudden our focus draws over to Skull, and he stands there, standing erect, standing straight, confident in himself. You see a slight smile as the Lilith kind of has the glowing runes that are etched in infernal on his horns. You see him smile. You see him kind of mutter something to himself, and the electrical energy starts to fly towards the Ettercap. The damage completely disintegrates the Ettercap as it tries to lunge towards Larcow. The Ettercap, the north is no. Skullface finishes it. Megs, you are up. Skullface lands the killing blow. Yeah, this is how you can private message. It's a way to private message a little better. Like, I can do this one. Like, 38 minutes ago. Okay.
I have to
You tell me if you want to. What are you trying to do?
I wanna.
Yeah.
It's an extra
Yeah, you don't have to
damage.
designate. I don't think you have to designate.
I'm gonna use my arrow though.
Yeah, use your arrow, and then you want to add the damage,
If
or
I
you
hit.
want to. Yeah. Don't think that is not like how the. It's not a spell, so yeah, that's a hit.
Add
Okay.
thorn.
Okay. Was that 2d4 or something? 1d4
Extra.
for the extra damage. Okay. So roll your damage. As Skullface disintegrates the Ettercap to the north, you see Megara start to knock a arrow, and she uses a charge as the Thorn of the North bow starts to light up, and the different veins start to go into a green, bright color as she uses one of her charges to add thorns. As the arrow sits there, and you see a bunch of thorns come out the arrowhead as she used charge to Hail of Thorns. No, or what is it?
Add a thorn.
Or add a thorn to it. Sorry,
To
you
the
add a
arrow.
thorn. Is that a charge? Is that
One charge.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Hail is 2.
Yeah, so you got 11 damage. All right. As the thorns come out of the arrow, you see the arrow fly towards the arrow Ettercap. Max in the middle of the battle with the Ettercap. The Ettercap doesn't even see it as the arrow just straight goes through, and with the thorns takes out a little brain matter out the other side as the Ettercap drops to the floor. Yeah. All right. The wall of fire is still there. Can you concentration? You can just pick it off. Okay. The wall of fire dissipates as no longer feels threatened as the wall of fire disappears. The door behind revealed behind the Ettercap. Everybody looks to each other. Everybody good. Everybody confident. Larcow kind of begrudgingly walks over and picks up his axe and comes back towards the group. Skullface, you head back in. Megara, Skull, and Max leading the charge. Silver catches up. The centipede also follows behind. You can do what you want with the centipede. I believe it lasts as long as you want. The creature is alive. If the creature dies, it disintegrates, turns to ash, or what have you. It will turn back into the wand, and then. All right. We have our way to the south. We start to walk past. If there's anything else anybody wants to do, you guys can go ahead and roll for investigation. Everybody roll 20 for investigation. Thank you for the follow, Adams. Now look, this amazing show. I use Thaumaturgy to open the door. You look at the door, you do your Thaumaturgy skull face, and the door opens. It is not locked. Everybody takes a minute to search around, see if they can find some loot before we start to head out. Table. Not the table, Callian's, check the dresser. Adventures chat room. There. Don't put it in there because that'll disappear. No one will actually see that if they enter into that chat room. You only see what messages are in there if you were already in that chat room. If you need to look up how to look up a whisper, go ahead, or do a whisper, go ahead and look it up on YouTube. It is not that hard to do it. It is a different of a system, but it's really not that hard. You should be able to figure it out. You're a smart kid. You basically click the person's name, whether it's in chat, in the viewers, look at the different viewers if you can, select my name from the viewers. There's multiple ways that you can look at my profile, you can search my profile on the search bar. There's a lot of ways to send whispers. I'm sure you can figure it out. Not that hard, I promise. Next name, a tab should come up with the options, go to whisper, and then if anything here, I will halfway. Clicking your name, a row. There you go. You should have a little notification pop up somewhere on your screen. Alright, guys. This rolled a Authors rolled 6. 12. Alright. Full face. As you are searching around, you see one of the bodies, a dead elf, clutching something as his hand was in his pocket. It seems in a last desperate act he was clutching something. You move some of the webbing around, and you find a greater healing potion. I think that's 4d4 plus 2 or plus 4. Gothics, as you're searching around, you find a body of a dead kobold. You see on him a necklace, a gold necklace. A necklace worth about 20 gold. Go ahead and write that down. Megara, you search around and you see a pile of clothes and scraps in one of the corners, deeply wrapped in webbing and what seems to be fecal matter. You hesitantly use the edge of your long bow to kind of push some of the clothing around, and your recurve bow, your bad bow, you use your bad bow, not your good bow, and you move and you hear a clanking of a metal object. You see a silver goblet worth about 25 gold in there. So write that down. Max searches around. Wow. I search around. I see a couple of shiny little items on the floor, and I find about 12 gold on the floor. All right, everybody looted. Larcow searches around as well. Oh, he rolls a 20. He finds yeah, I know. He finds about 35 gold. In a small corner where nobody else was looking, he finds a little treasure hoard under a rock and pile. He moves the rock over and he finds, I say 32 gold. 32 gold. Right, my friends. On south. Oh, he's been dead too long. Yeah, he's been way dead. He is dried. His juices, innards, more than spiders. You know what spiders do. You know what's. All right. The stairs start to go. Oh boy. Start to go south. It actually starts to go downhill. You find yourself taking your left, our right, down the corridor. Leads even more down some stairs as Megara uses her flame in her hand. Max leading with the Lightbringer. You are starting to delve deeper to the dungeon. We've now reached the second floor, bottom of the dungeon. Okay. Love it. All y'all. What did I only copy? Oh, I hate you. Centipede. Centipede has such a big box that it's like it zooms over us when I select him. Go away. Yeah. Yeah. You see a couple of cracks on the ground. You starting to the art has kind of disappeared off the wall. You see vines and some various plantation. Definitely a lot of different stones cracked on the ground as we kind of cross over various alterations in the floor due to seismic activity over the thousands of years of dungeon being down here. Bull, you and I lead, Megara and Cow, or Megara in the middle, Larcow in the back, the centipede following closely behind as we have this giant centipede skittering and clicking behind us as we walk down the hallway. Everybody constantly searching for traps. I'm aware that you guys have told me I'll be using your passive for this. The oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, can you feed on the cobalt? Yes, he is gone. His juices have been taken, all his blood on, my friend. You kind of kick the ground a little bit. That can I just select these assholes? Crap. Okay, so doodly doodly doo. So, Skullface. You come up. You see a door in front of you. You try to use your thaumaturgy, open the door as everybody bolts behind you. You do your little cantrip, and nothing happens. The door is locked. You do see, however, everybody make a perception check right now. Go ahead and roll a perception. I wish to heal by feeding on the kobold's corpse. The corpse is dead, has no juices. He has been fed on by spiders. They have sucked all his juice out. I look to you Gothics though, as everyone is kind of looking around in the cave, and I whisper, Lightning King's heavy armor. Holy crap, Skull. Jesus Christ, there was something for that too. Right, so you, not only do you fucking, okay, so, a wall carving, somehow similar to the art that you've seen in the hallways before. This one a lot more intricate. It's almost 3D in a sense. It comes out of the wall to your right. As you look, you see a carving depicting a battle between lizard folk and humans. The centerpiece of the carving is showing a heroic lizard standing triumphant over a slain human king, pushing the car. Okay, why is that right there? Boom. So you see this carving. You see the lizard folk man standing triumphant over the human. What do you guys want to do? You see a locked door in front of you. Very intricate artistic design to your right. And as we are figuring things out, I look to Skullface and I say, Lightning King's heavy armor. I kind of whisper it. And I roll my d8 and add a temporary health. 8 plus my charisma. Ooh, we got 8 plus. I haven't got 8 in a long time. 4. My charisma is 4, 8, 9, 12. You see all of a sudden a familiar sight I've done many times before, as it's centering from your back around as the armor comes around you. This glowing ethereal armor. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As you gain up to 12 health, you gain 32 health. That's a nice roll. And you gain yourself 32 health, temporary health right now. Here we got Silver. Gold. I actually walk over to Silver, and I've not tried this yet before, but I touch the back of Silver, and he kind of looks in a second, and I whisper, Lightning King's heavy armor. And you see actually a different form of armor looks shaped to his body as it comes around the top of his brow and ends, and you see it kind of wrap around him as this animal-shaped armor of ethereal lightning appears around Silver. As I roll my superiority dice, rolled a 1. Plus 4 is 5. Silver gains 5 temporary health. This peases me. Okay, guys. So you're at a puzzle right now. DM telling you you're at a puzzle. You see a locked door. You see this intricate design of this lizard folk centipede, standing triumphant over human. You notice that you can touch certain parts of this, this wall. What do you want to do? Oh, right.
Knowledge. Try knowledge of this area, right?
A little bit, yeah. Okay.
Does he know his people?
Okay. Yeah, no,
Like
he does.
mine?
You do that. You look towards Larcow, and Megara looks towards Larcow, and she's like, what does all this mean? And he looks to you, and he starts to look around, and he does a history check. Let's see if he passes. 8 plus. He has actually pretty smart. He is 2. You got a 10. Okay, I'll give it to you. 10. He looks to you and he says, this this looks like a depiction of a great king known as Toa Ratul. Led a lot of our people and held one of the greatest civilizations of lizard folk kind. He starts to tell you about that lizard folk don't really stay in big groups. Their parties, their tribes never grow more than over 40 peoples. He looks around as he's kind of touching the art. He looks around and he goes, my people come from one of the creator races. I don't know much about my tribe, the Black Scales, as you smooth skins call it. But I do know that our people are very ancient. The creator race, known as the Sarka, were the ones who brought on the Yuntai, a snake-like species, the Naza, and the lizard folk. Most of all, the scaly kind. I asked Gothix if he can pick the lock. Alright, Gothix, give it a shot, my friend. Go ahead and roll that 20. Let's see your Steve's Tools thing. So, you do Dex plus Thieves Tools. So 5, 6, 7. So you have a plus 7 to this roll. Skullface, go ahead and make an intelligence check. Right now. Gothix rolled an 11. 16. 7 plus 11 is 18. Good job. Okay. Gothix, you kind of twerk around. You don't find a keyhole. All right. I'm waiting for Skull's intelligence check. I really need to quick. But you are looking around. You're kind of looking to see if you can find any. You rolled a 1 for me. Let's list what you get. Okay. Hate this bot. That's fucking stupid. 13. Okay, there you go. Alright, 13. The both of you start to come up, and you don't see any locks to pick. You're looking around Gothic's skull, and you keep being brought back to this picture. You do notice that most of the picture is a 3D in a way, like it comes out, but you notice that the Lizard King, the one that is standing triumphant over the human, is thicker, and it comes out of the wall a lot more than the rest of the picture. It looks like it's almost separate from the rest of the picture. What do you do? And I'm not gonna lie, DM-wise, I think that's the last hint I can give you. Worst case scenario, we go back. We have to backtrack. We can't figure out how to get through this door. Which is fine. I mean, you know, it's not a big deal. I'm just curious. Ah, there it is. Skull got it. Skull got it. As Skull walks up, he kind of feels around the picture, and he kind of finds an edge almost separate from all, and he kind of looks to Gothix. Gothix looks, or Kaliel looks to Skull, and they kind of, Skull pushes the picture of the Lizard King, and the picture sucks in just around the base, and the door unlocks, and the door now is unlocked. Next. Very good, Skull. Very good. All right. I will. The stone door clicks, and it goes up, and you see the stone ascend above you, not go down. Leo, eyes. Oh, duh. Sorry, I'm like, why? figure that out. Skull, you walk out, and you are safe. Gothics and Skull lead the pack. The centipede follows closely behind. Fuck you. Get. So you see, to your left, they bow out to your superior and, oh yeah, fuck yeah. Very good, Skull. Very good. That was awesome. I almost thought I messed up and gave you guys the answer. I might have. I just be playing me. That's okay. All right. So you see to your left, a open hallway. You see straight in front of you another open hallway. We can head south, or we can head to the left. Which way do you want to go? Did I get your whisper? Well, let me check my... Check. I did... Yeah, there I go. Well, I sent you one. I do not have a message. Is starting to get a lot more acrid in the air. Stale is the better word. It's very stale air. Very doesn't really you feel like no one's really been down here for a very long time. It seems that you don't see a lot of foot traffic down here, obviously, but you gather that air is very stale, very old. It almost feels like you worry for a second that it might be hard to breathe down here. Maybe the ventilation of the room might have been broken. As these thoughts enter your head, your insecurities always peak, make their presence known. The worst times. I pull my shirt over my mouth. Okay. Megara, just not feeling the air and not really liking it. She starts to put her clothes over her nose. All right. I will go with Skull. Let's go straight. Honestly, as long as somebody pulls out a decision, I don't really care. It's not have to. I don't. If somebody just blurts out a direction, let's go that way. Okay, so go to our death. You come and you see an opening. It starts to open up a lot more. Stairs going even deeper down. This worries you as, gosh, how deep have we gone already? We could almost be at least a half mile underground by now. Being is that we are going into the hills, we're going into the mountains. As we go deeper, the land is really risen in this area. The gods only know how deep we are now. As we start to head down, everybody checking for traps, everybody keeping an eye out. We walk down the stairs individually, taking our time, trying to get good bearings where we are. The hallway continues north. Gothics, you seeing farther down still. I don't think you sent it to me. You give it a second. Max, full. Our Gothic's now leading. Max in the rear with Silver and the chittering centipede behind us as this obscure party moves forward. You guys come to a crossroads, 4 directions. One to your north, one to your left. Yeah, gods. Yeah, pretty deep, but there's more. I love that. God, Blue, that was awesome. All right, you see a hallway to your right. You see... oh, you're... Which way do you guys want to go? We got left, right, or up? North, south, northeast. I'll say for the sake of your guys' vision. Gothix has some pretty good vision here. Let's see. Bring this into... Fuck. I hate you. I hate this centipede. Well... Alright, 60 feet in all directions. At least 120 feet for Gothic. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Gothics, you see a statue up to the north. You also see 5, 10. Long ass vision there, vampire. You see another opening into another deeper cavern. Looks to... can't really tell which direction. You do notice to your right what looks like another hallway going south, connected to the right, and then stairs just a little more ahead of that, just outside of your vision. The stairs seem to be going up. The stairs to your left seem to be going down. And the statue to your north is just out of it. What do you guys want to do? My gut says left. Okay. You group. I can. You can whisper, bud. It's not that hard. Okay. Well, I'll help you figure it out later. Don't worry about it. Just type it up and save it. Write it down. The longer you take to write it, the more you will enjoy having your character. Trying to spit out your character is not going to have you satisfied in the end. Trust me. You're not going to get the results you want. White Malawian, what's up? Welcome to the kingdom. You entered into the two wooden doors. As they are opened, you see 2 guards wearing draconic armor to your sides.
2 years ago, we met for the first time.
2 years ago today.
2 years ago
Oh,
today.
it's just Callan's
Facebook
birthday.
told me.
Yeah, Facebook told you.
Facebook
We are currently
told me.
playing D&D. As you enter into the banquet hall of our castle, you see a glowing crystal ball emanating a flat image from any angle you look at it. You see on the image are 6 characters in a dungeon known as the Tomb of the Lizard King. Everybody, this is White Malawian. He is a friend of Megara's, or Meg's. He also streams. He's League of Legend. He's a really cool guy. He's very he usses very word I'm looking for, gentle, down to earth. Very down to earth, gentle kind of guy. I like him. You enter into the banquet hall and you see image. You see the vampire, the purple tiefling, the lizard folk Larcow, our newest acquaintance, the wolf known as Silver, Max, the dual wielding lightning bender, the pyrotechnic enchantress Megara. I zoom into their images for you there, Malawian. You have the vampire, the tiefling, Skullface. Everybody say hi. Welcome to Malawian. Alright, so Gut says left. I found the Wister, but I can't type. Okay. Well, alright. I loved it. Okay, guys, so we will be taking a left. The Gut says to the left. silver. So we start to head to the left. The group agrees. Y'all start heading left. You guys come to another similar downwards spiral of a square stairway in front of you. We all gently, as we are searching for traps, our way down, take our turns, heading down. Gothics start to lead the pack as you have a lot of good vision forward in the dark. As we head down, you guys get into what looks like a big room. As you get into this room, you look around and it's empty. It looks like there's nothing here. You actually don't see anything. It looks like we actually ran into a dead end. You can go ahead and investigate. Roll ahead and investigation. Everybody go ahead and roll investigation, not perception.
Perception?
Not perception. Roll investigation. As you're perceiving you see an empty room, but you further investigate to see why or what is so empty about it, or what is it? Is it really empty? Have a good night, Adams. Thanks for popping in. What is it? Save your save your story, man. Don't be in too big of a hurry to make a character, man. You want to enjoy this character for years to come, right? And the channel ain't going nowhere. So, you know, a lot of these people who have their characters, they love their character. They want to be their character. And these characters can die in the game. And, you know, Gothics almost died once already. We had to sacrifice a lot to help bring him back, and we will never forget it. But permadeath. No, we won't. But permadeath is a thing in this game. There are ways to bring people back. There are revival spells, but we are not that level exactly, and we don't have 10 grand to pay a wizard to bring you back, or a necromancer. All right, with that 19, yeah, we were against 19. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is actually a dead end. This is the one of the dead ends you found in the dungeon. You do not see anything. This room is completely empty. You notice some cracks in the walls. You notice these cracks as you kind of cruise around. You look around. You don't see them leading to anything, but you don't see anything in this room. A very big story. Okay. With that, I say everybody, we head back. You guys don't see anything unless there's anything you guys want to do. That room is actually completely empty. You guys find yourself back at the crossroads as we take a couple of more minutes. And you guys are starting, you guys now have the option to go right or north. Sorry, Skull. your gut was wrong. I'm sorry. You actually reached a dead end. You're made for me. I love you all. Yeah. Love you too, Gothics. You wouldn't have made the sacrifice. It wasn't for you. If it was Skull. Kidding. Up. Alright, Gothics wants to go up. The group starts to head up. Gothics and Skull in the lead. Larkow, the lizard, black scale lizard, in front of him. Or behind him. Oh. There it is. All right, as you guys are heading north, you come to a door. Again, Skullface tries to use his thaumaturgy to open a door that is unlocked. It does not open, but what you guys do see, you see another snake, similar to the statues that were up in the where they were shooting flames, but this one's smaller, a lot smaller. This one seems to be sitting over a bowl. You see the bowl, you see the sharp-fanged, toothed snake. What do you guys want to do? find yourself
Light it
at
on
another
fire
puzzle.
instead.
Stone, yes.
I
You
light
find
it
yourself
on
at another
fire.
puzzle. Light it on fire. Megara, seeing
More fire up
yep,
there.
you're seeing the fire of the snake. She goes up and she tries to give you see her flamethrower. The stone taking a little bit of singeing, but the let me zoom in here for you guys. But nothing happens. Nothing reacts. The door does not open. Anything else you guys want to try? You guys find yourself at another door puzzle. I will say it again. You find yourself looking at a snake. I cut myself on the fang and put my blood into the bowl. Very good, very good. That was it. All right, Skull. You take 1d6 damage. You take 5 damage for the bowl as you use what you can to fill the bowl. As the bowl starts to fill, you hear a clicking, a sound as the door opens up to our perks. 32 minus 5 is 27 health. Area. Cool. As you start to move forward, you see it open up into a big room. Sterilized it. That's cute. Oh, you healing orb for 6? All right, Skull. As you take the damage and you kind of, you did lose a little bit of blood there. Megara, you shoots a healing orb at you for how much? 6. You go back to 33 if I'm 23. Yep, 33. Your healer helps you out for opening the door. Megara and Skullface now next to each other. Gothix followed by Larcow. Silver behind, Max in front of Silver, and the annoying ass centipede clicking behind us as he follows along on Skullface's command. Okay. You guys start to head into this room. Everybody being careful to not to set off any traps. As you enter this room, only about 5 to 10 seconds passes before you hear the fire of the braziers start to ignite as the columns that you now can see around you light up. All of a sudden, you see in front of you the tomb. As all the centerpieces and art try to point and direct at this centerpiece, the tomb starts to move as the huge stone pallet falls off the side, and out steps this enormous head-dressed, half-dead, mummified lizard. The Lizard King Toa Ratul is now present. You see also 4 other tombs as they move to the side, and 4 other lizard zombie creatures appear in front of us. Everybody roll for initiative as the battle of the Lizard King ignites. Roll shitty. Okay. All right, what are the initiatives? Can you keep track for a second while I pull up the tokens? Okay. So what are these rolls? So you got a 9, right? 9. 4 plus what? Skull rolled an 18. Oh, we got 18? Oh, yeah, he got 18. All right. And I will roll as well. Rolled an 11 plus who? Oh, Larkow. Rolled a 6. Great. 6 plus 4 is 10. What? 5. 15. 18. Gothic rolled a 4 plus 5 is 9. Jeez, you both got 9s. Centipede. Centipede rolled a 1. Centipede rolled a 1. Maxi. Why? Oh, really? Gothic's rolled a 9. Max rolled. What did Max roll? 11? Okay, 11 plus. Yeah, 11, yeah. Plus 4 is 15. Ooh. And the 9. 9 plus. Oh wow, they have a negative. 9 is actually 8. Actually, the creature rolls last.
Ready? Okay, go ahead and start getting ready.
Wow. Okay. Initiative order is Skullface. Max. Megs. You're not last. You got 9. The other things rolled worse. Oh, you do want Gothics to go first? Okay, so Gothics is 3rd. Megs is 4th. The Lizard King is 5th. And the Centipede is last. Okay. The Lizard and Zombies. Okay. Alright, Skull. You have the initiative. You may go, my friend. You are the first one into the fray. As the Lizard King appears out of the tomb, he steps out. He looks to you and he looks around as he pulls his hands up, and the other tombs move to the side, and 4 more zombie creatures, lizard folk, appear. The Zombie King looks to us, and as this faint hearing of whispers appears almost as he yells and towards us. All right. I charge forward with my axe and chop at him using Branding Smite. Roll 20. I rolled an 18. That's a hit. Roll 12. So let's see how far you can get. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you make it. All right. You dash forward. You do your attack. All right. So you got 8 plus 5, 8, 9, 13 plus 2, 14, 15. Plus another roll d6 as Skullface, without hesitation, just running at the Lizard King. Let's zoom in a little bit here for you guys. As the Lizard King barely steps out of his tomb, as Skullface barely wastes a second to attack the Lizard King. Okay. Well, one more 6, right? Alright, well, we will do the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 damage. I'll take the 15 damage. Oh, let's see. I will say red zombie on the left, blue zombie up top. Right side bottom zombie is green. The right side top zombie is orange. Backups. Okay, doke. Got for me, Skull. All right, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1. As Skullface runs charging towards the Lizard King, he dips into the side of the Lizard King, and the Lizard King just looks at him and just takes the hit as he takes, what was that, 22? 21 damage. Who is up next? Maxie is up next. Okay, so good. Little hit there, bud. As, oh, the radiant damage. That's radiant too, isn't it? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, but he has resistance. Okay. Oh, it is magical, so nope, he doesn't get resistance. Nope. He takes the 13 damage. The 6 and the 7, 8 is doubled to 16. So it is actually fucking 8. Yeah, right? Sorry. First one versus D10. 12, 8, yeah, plus 5. 13 plus 16 is 29. 29. Fuck, man. 29 damage on the bastard. With that radiant damage being double, the zombie takes as it starts to glow, the axe, as he takes that hit and he looks at you, the axe starts to glow and this radiant damage, and he starts to cry as he wasn't expecting that, taking extra radiant damage. What did I say that was? 16 plus 13, or 16 plus 29. Thank you. 29. I have to do math here. Sorry. 9. 2, 3. 2. Okay, we're good. All right. Next is Maxie. I am going to also run up there with you. What? Oh, and I'm kind of irritated that I don't use it for calculator. Oh, there it is. I looked there. All right, there's my calculator, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. All right, so I run up right next to you, Skull, and I grab out my Eldergream's gift, and I just strike it down. And a 15. I use one of my charges for the Eldergream's gift and do a 15-foot cone. Let's see here, 5, 10, 15, 30. I'm gonna go 30 here. I can't do my Eldergream's glyph without hurting you. Nope, I'm not doing the Eldergream's glyph. But what I am going to do is I'm going to chill, actually. What else can I do? I can touch you with the one last superiority dice. I look up to you, Skull, and I touch you on the back, and I say Lightning King's heavy armor. 1. Great. 1 plus 4 is 5, and you gain 5 temporary health as you go from 33 to 30. And the ethereal lightning armor appears around you. Gothix, you are up next, my friend, as that took... I didn't want to use my action surge. I don't want to do it yet. These are pillars. They are pillars. The shadow is what the eminence of the fire. So I'll zoom in for you. So you see around you, Gothix, 4 large pillars with lit braziers that lit up next to us. The entire room is lit up, and the the columns hold up the roof to your left and your right, and behind the columns are 4 tombs with 4 other lizard-like zombie creatures crawling out of them. You see Max and Skull charge ahead. Got Skull getting first blood, doing really good radiant damage towards the zombie creature. Okay. Definitely we'll go back. Awesome. I attack the green one to my right. Sounds good. Roll 20. Max, questions. What are your questions, Skull? Does it have a weakness to radiant? Yes, it does. Well, I say zombie creatures do. Say it does. Vulnerabilities. Oh, it's fire. It's vulnerable. I guess it's not. It's not immune to radiant, but it's. I was always told radiant damage against undead was, you know, is fucking double, you know, but I'm not seeing it here that it does on these like cards. Well, I'll have to make that decision later myself. Figure what I want to do with the campaign in that way. I don't mind radiant damage being, because then what's the point in radiant? But I'm pretty sure radiant damage is supposed to be strong against. Like, that's what it's for. Is freaking. To against zombies or undead. All right, that is a hit, my friend. All right, 40. The 5 feet of movement, but Gothix, without missing a beat, zooms towards the right, towards the green zombie. Do your damage, my friend. Saber guns while using the pillar as cover. Oh, okay, cool. I like that. You have half cover as you hold a 5. Very good. One more. All right, 5 plus 8 is same to 10 is 18 damage. Jesus Christ, Gothix, you zoom past Megara. You see, you're right, as you're running, you see Max and Skullface toe to toe with the Lizard King. You take your position and try to take out some of the side attacks so we don't get flanked, and you come up to the other side of the pillar and both hands, your saber guns, the bullets fly slow motion as the zombie is still crawling out. It's shredded. You see it drop high onto the floor and skid across the tile. That 18 damage really fucked with him. He is hurt, my friend. He is hurt. You feel that you almost killed him. Alright, next will be Megara. We'll hold Meg's turn, and we'll go for the lizard because she's not gonna skip her turn completely. But we will do the lizard, and here we. Megs will get her turn after she. So, he looks to you, Skull, as you are right in front of him, and he uses his rotting fist as he goes for a +5. So, I'll pull it here. +5. That one misses as you see the Lizard King punch towards you, Skull. As you dodge to the side, the rotting flesh, you see the flies around his fist all of a sudden, and the essence of necromancy as it barely passes you. He misses that attack. The next, I'm sure, he looks to Max, being a little more distant, and he does his dreadful glare as all of a sudden his eyes peer as they yellow. They look towards Max. I must make a DC 11 saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. Rolled an 11. Oh, thank God. And it's Wisdom, which I have no modifiers for. I just passed. All of a sudden, I look to him. You kind of see me flinch for a second and stop. But then I look and I shake off the but not mummy lords. I'm immune to his dreadful glaze for passing that. Fuck yeah. For you, buddy. Creature. Okay. That was him. The zombie is going to crawl out 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's going to attack towards Gothics. He rolls an 11 plus his attack of slam is 14. The zombie kind of and he stumbles. He tries to hit you, Gothics, but he misses you, and you kind of dodge to the side, no problem. 5, 10, 15, 30. The zombie is going to use its dash action to get closer, just between the two of us. He is going to hold his that is his action to get closer. The other zombie is going to go 5, 10, 15, 30, 5, 40. So he's gonna use his action to get closer to Max too. Max is surrounded now. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 5, 35. The zombie is going to stop right here at Larkow. That is their turns. That is their movement. Megs, you are up. We had to pass you for a second. Your turn is now. It's fine. Then the centipede will go after Megs. Okay, Skull? Oh, I never did. Ow. It's hard to play. 8, 10, 11, 12. You got a 12, so... Okay. Just below. We'll have Larkow go after the centipede. Yeah, I said yes. He is untouched. Or he's not touched. He's okay. He's still holding it down.
Oh my.
Okay, Chromatic Fire Orb. Megara starts to do Chromatic Orb, a similar spell you've seen as the fire starts to gather in front of her as the fire grows bigger and she shoots her Chromatic Orb. She gets into a different position so she doesn't hit Skullface and Max. Goes over here a little bit after she threw a couple people. $13 total. Any rerolls on anything? Oh, you don't have strength save points? Okay, 13. Yeah, we have. It's been a minute since we rested. Yeah. Okay, so 13. Yep, 13. Okay. Oh, that's what it does. What is it called? Moon again? Can you look it up real quick? Because it's a little bit of a complicated one, but I just can't remember off the top of my 31. It basically gives you enough to do spells, or gives you spell points. You choose what you want to do with the 6 points it gives you. Do you want to use it for a spell, or to regain spell points, or something? A potion of moon juice, D&D homebrew. Okay, so 13 damage. The fireball flies towards towards the mummy. All of a sudden, how much was that? 13? All of a sudden, you see the mummy not only take the fire damage, but all of a sudden yell out as he actually takes more damage than you expected, taking 26 damage for that. Very good. Okay, that seems to have done a number on him. He is not looking too good. All right. Anything else? Megs? All right. Oh yeah, Megs is done. Okay, Larkow is next. Larkow is going to take on the zombie coming up to him, and attack the nearest. Oh, I hate that, man. I need that goddamn ice tower. Okay, good job. All right, Larkow. He is going to use Frenzy Attack as a bonus. He is not raging anymore, actually. Check. Go into Frenzy Rage, so he has to go in. So he's gonna use his bonus action to go in a rage as he misses his attack, but then he goes into rage. You see the purple start to emanate. He is now can't rage anymore. He's raged twice. Son of a bitch. Yeah, he misses his attack. The zombie kind of dodges. He does use called reckless attack, which gives him advantage. So we're gonna roll one more time, and then that's it, and he's done. He uses reckless attack, but he gets advantage on it. 6 plus 7. What is that, babe? What does it do? Okay. Okay. And he go ahead. Yeah, it's 3 spell points. That's what it gives you, is 3 spell points basically.
It's only.
That's
so
cool. So you
like,
get
if
3
I
spell
try to
points.
take
It's a bonus
second-
action, but I'd say yeah.
mention
I bought
with
that for you
is
at the
don't
store.
const-
Go ahead.
Try to drink
Okay.
another potion.
Oh.
Like have to wait 24
7,
hours.
8, 9, 8, 9. So now he will have the creature, being he's used reckless attack, he gets advantage, but he also has creatures have advantage against him for being reckless. He abandons all defense. He gets his hit in, dealing 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 damage to the red zombie. Okay. Centipede is up, Skull, and then you are up as well. Larkow, as he moves in for attack, he strikes the ground, and the zombie kind of looks into him, and he kind of, you see as it looks, he shifts the axe in the last second, and he yells out in a reckless rage and strikes from underneath. He hits the zombie just the chest, and the wrappings start to shred as the mummified remains fly around air. He attacks the zombie. Okay. Roll for attack. Never mind. You know what? For the centipede, 9. Centipede gets. Rolled a 2. Even better. Roll a 2. That is a miss. Don't even need to look at that. The centipede moved in for the attack, and this is Mark. Skull, you're up. I swing at him again with the axe, still with branding smite. Okay. Grip your concentration. He did miss his attack on you. Good. Alright, roll 20. Got it, bro. Alright, a 6 plus your 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. Yep, that's a hit. Damn, 6 damage. All of a sudden, Skullface, you, I'm sorry, but you look to the oh, plus your radiant, yeah. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. He brings his axe down and he strikes into the side of the zombie, the mummified lizard king, and he strikes towards what looks like his lower legs, and he jams his axe into the side and pulls back as the zombie just looks towards him and screams, his shooting mouth zombified and rotting, some of them not even there. Heal 10, and then we will wait on that later whenever you get that second one in. Maxie is up next. I am surrounded. I look to the zombies to my left, I look to the zombie to my right, and I roll attack on both. One for my left hand, one for my right. I roll 15 on the left, going for the right now. As I start to spin around, roll 20, 8, 11, 12, 8, 9, 10. That's a hit. And then as I strike both of the zombies, I yell out, "Action Surge!" And I use my other action to roll one more attack. You have luck. I get a second hit on the blue one, dealing, so let's do 3 damage. Roll 6. So 1. That's great. Red gets 4, 5. Red gets 5 damage. Orange gets 4, 5, 6, 7. Gets 7 damage. 7, and then I go back to the blue. Fuck you. 9 damage. 7. Max, I look to my left, I look behind me, I grab my swords, and I my side as I look down. I unpull one out and then bring it back around to the other zombie as I strike both, and the zombie to my left takes 9 damage, and the one to my right takes 7. Larkow is now next because we had missed his turn last time. Is in the initiative. I just, not for these little ones, like when it comes to, like, it's with it, if I can do it on my hand. Fine. Larkow is now, can't go into a rage. Will go into, he's going to use his Great Weapon Master, and he's going to take -5 on the attack for a +10 damage, as he is no longer raging. He rolls with -5 to see if he hits. Fuck, he misses. God damn it, that's a -1. As he strikes down, he not only hits the ground and destroys some of the stone as the zombie looks at him and aggs him on. He no longer has advantage on him because it now has been his turn. Gothix, you are up next, my friend. What? Yeah, do it. Yeah, well, you can. Is it roleplay? You can do it in quote, or you can just mess around. It's up to you. What did you? It's a character thing. It's fine. Okay, as the fight ensues, Gothics, you see the zombie in front of you looking really bad, looking ragged. It missed its attack. Behind you, you see Larkow struggling to hit the zombie in front of him as he kind of cusses out in a word you've heard before in Draconic, Utu, bitch, as he hits the ground. And
everybody just says that to me.
Everybody remembers that from the kobold that called Skullface a bitch. And he's like,
and
what?
Now, today, learning
today with learning Draconic with Max.
Be teaching them Hungarian.
Yeah, right. All right. I use my saber guns to cut the head off the zombie. Sounds good. That is a D6 instead of the D8 for the blades. Yes, you remember, Gothics. I love you. Did you roll your attack to hit though? Bitch. Rolling your attack for the hit. 14. It's a hit. All right. So, 16 damage. 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is. You look to the zombie in front of you, and you grab your saber guns, and they are reloaded. But you smile and you strike down with both your blades. The zombie just comes in half, 3 parts: the head, the torso, the feet, all plop to the ground. As the zombie takes 16 and 21. This zombie has to roll a 20 to survive. He rolled a 7. He dies. Undead Fortitude does not take effect. Okay, look at that. Gothics, you rolled a 7, just like I did. That's cool. Alright, Megs, you are up. Magic Missile, level 1. Yeah.
True, Skull. True.
Makes it too true, too true. Give him a break. Everyone has their bad days. Me more than most. Love it. Love it. As the two of you start to talk, Larkow kind of, you see him kind of breathe under his nose as he is disappointed in himself. $11 damage to what? To the what? To the zombie? The king? Okay, 11. Again, you see these little balls of fire. This time smaller than the big girl. As these little darts form and they start to spin. As 4 of them, right? 3 of them? 3 of them start to spin. As she throws the fire missile, they directly hit the Lizard King. Skullface, you're staring at the Lizard King down. He's staring at you. All of a sudden, these 3 fireballs hit, and he looks towards Megara as he takes 22 damage. He's vulnerable to fire. Yeah. Starting to notice that as he is not looking good. He is just, you kind of see him almost hit one knee as he is just as he's barely holding on. Yeah, I did it. Did like what? What did you do for the damage? I doubled it. I doubled whatever you did. I read the thing and I doubled. Alright. Next is... the king has one final... Alright. This time, motherfucker. He looks to Skullface and he gets his rotting fist ready and he moves in for a punch, and I'm doing the dice this time. Fuck the dice roller. Alright, he has a +5 to hit. Rolls a 10. He rolls a 15. He fucking missed again. God, these guys sucks. He misses his fist as you bring up your axe, and you see this fist come towards you, and you bring up your axe, and it ding, kind of reflects, and you pull up your axe, and he touches it, and you see the necromantic energy almost form around the axe, kind of transferring in. But then you hear Lilith, the hexblade demon succubus that in your head, kind of push back with you as you both kind of simultaneously, your voices mix, and no, and you push back the necromantic energy, and it gets off of your axe. He kind of falls back a second, and he looks at you again, and his eyes start to gleam again as he wing. He's focused on you. He is taking the fight to you as he does his dreadful glare. I need you to roll a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw, my friend, as the dreadful glare comes into you, towards you. Oh, damn. Sorry, I didn't mean to get... Damn. As Skothic's skull, you look into the eyes of this mummified zombie king, and you say, "You can't hit shit. At least you could hit me." And you hear Lilith kind of laugh and in the background as you hear in your voice, and you push back. Dreadful glare. You are now immune to the dreadful glare for another 20 hours. Girl. Fuck you, bitch. Okay. The centipede goes next. After that, Skull, you are up. I know. What do you mean? Oh, you don't? Because you... Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's easy to say when you have it. Ah, exactly.
The zombie in front, the centipede rolls for his attack. Roll to 17, that's a hit. What the fuck damage do they do? It hits for 1d4 plus 2. 4, 5, 6 does 6 damage. As 3d6 poison damage. Then the zombies are immune. Yeah, he's poisoned. So he does 3d6, takes 6 damage as the centipede, you see it skitter towards the zombie and just kind of bite on it as it kind of lifts up body, bites on it kind of like almost like a snake does, kind of like an arc. The red zombie takes 6 damage. It's not looking too good, but he is still good, still kicking. Skullface, you are up, my... Hang on. Very, very much.
Yes.
Alright, smash him into the ground. Wish me luck. Roll, my friend. My friend. Alright, Skull. As you say this, you bring your axe up and... Oh, hit. That's a hit, baby. Oh my god, 10 plus 5. Yep. As you bring this, how you want to do this? Yep. Your fire damage really fucked with them. I forgot you do fire damage too. I didn't really notice he has vulnerability to it. That's okay. And then, no, you know what I mean. Like I look
You
at
didn't
these
forget
things
that
and I
I did
look at
fire
what they can
damage. You
do,
forgot what
and I
his
make sure that
weaknesses
they're
are.
not overpowered and they won't fucking one shot us, you know. But I also underestimate challenge, and he has vulnerability to fire, but he doesn't have.
It
But
must have
he
been,
doesn't have vulnerability to radiance,
it
so I
must
will
have
have
been
to
getting
change
her
that. You killed him. We'll give him a second to have his describer as we give him the spotlight for the final swing. Ow. How you don't do this? You can do something epic. Basically, this, guys, to those who don't know, how you want to do this is something from Matt Marza. Basically, he likes to give the final kill blow like a little descriptor. If they want to be like, I slice him in half, and I kick his body, and I do this, and I do that, and it's kind of like, yeah, you get to say that because you are the final kill on the... You can have a really cool descriptor. Skullface is probably writing up a descriptor. We'll give him a second. I'm wondering if I should do this though, because sometimes I feel it slows it down, but people like it. You like it? You guys like it? Okay, as long as you guys like it. That's all that matters. It's not every turn.
It's the
Okay.
boss, not this little
Yeah, it's the
minion.
boss
This is the
too.
boss.
Yeah, this is the boss.
Of
Yes,
this battle.
I do it for the bosses. I don't do it for the minions. I do it for the boss. I bring down the axe into the body, and me and Lilith scream, "Long live the king!" as I pull out the axe and lob off his head. And we all fucking cheer. Yeah! Huzzah! As we all cheer, you see him lob off the head. The zombie just falls to the back, and before he can even finish his scream, his head gets lobbed off and he falls to the ground. As he falls to the ground, you just see him just kind of poof into like he still has his bones, but he disintegrates his mutation. Whew. Good job, everybody. I think there is 3 zombies left though, so the boss is still there. But okay, let's see here. Skull Max is next. I'm like, well, I guess I'm cleanup crew, and I roll for my attack again. I'm doing fucking dice. 16, yeah, that's fucking right. I'm fucking closing. Oh, it fell. So if it falls, I'll be fair and I'll fucking roll here. I don't have a lot of space to roll. 13. I bought a box, but the guy at the Etsy store when it didn't, I paid for it and he didn't fucking send it to me, and I got my refund. Bought a really nice wood burn box, and I waited a month for that one. Now I'm waiting a month for this one. I've waited 2 months for a dice roller box just because I have this table. But anyway, enough ranting. Roll 6. I have 6s too. I should be doing. Yay! 6, 4, and I can't do my action surge. I will DC14. I will do a trip breaker. You never see me do this, but I will do trip breaker. So 6 plus 4 is 10 damage. The blue zombie, he is not looking too good. The orange zombie is still looking better. Takes 4, 8 damage. Okay, he's still looking better. And then I do trip breaker. It is my last superiority dice. Last up. Notes. I have no more superiority dice. That is 4 I have in a day. I roll my d8 and I try to trip him. On weapon hit, 1 superiority dice to the damage. So let's add the damage. Got a 6. So that was ooh, he's almost dead. You fuck. And he has a DC 14 strength save throw. Fell. Side. 7 plus 7 plus its strength, which is shit. 6. The blue zombie, as I strike down, I cut one of its legs, or swipe one of its legs. I don't cut it. I swipe one of the legs and I trip it. The zombie now next to me, as I scream trip breaker, and the zombie next to me is now prone and on the. You have advantage on the attack against him. Melee and ranged have advantage. Okie dokie. And Maxi is done. Huh? Feet off. Yeah, I know. I try to because he can stand up. I get it. I need to learn where I can push things and change things based off of. I could cut his leg. He could stand with 1 foot and hopscotch. I guess. Larcal rolls his fucking. He cannot rage. Write that down. Oh. Max then Larcal. Larcal rolled a 12 and got above us. They didn't roll him. Yeah, he didn't come into initiative till later. Yeah, he didn't come. He flipped into initiative ahead. Okay. The Gothics could go ahead. You didn't. Or? Yes, this one. Yeah, it's Larcal Gothics Meg. Blah, blah, blah. Zombie. Now let's roll your fucking d12. You're on a 7, and it almost fell off the table. 7 plus 5 is a 12. That is a 12. The red zombie in front strikes down, and he you kind of you hear him kind of mutter something to himself. You don't understand it, skull or Gothics, and it's not enough audible for you to try and remember, but you hear him kind of mutter something to him, and he fucking strikes and cuts the red zombie in half. Zombie from an angle down, and the zombie neck to torso falls to the ground. Right. Last but not least, we have the orange zombie. Gothics, you are up. Then we are almost done. You guys can go to bed. What did we do for Gothics that get that plus 10 at the I don't remember what we did that game. Weapon Master. Oh, he chose Weapon Master. We helped him with Weapon Master so he could get the damage for the second gun. That's a great feat. I'm glad you took my advice on that, Gothics, because now that's why you're doing the plus 10. Because now you can dual wield. You're 2-weapon fighting now. And you add 1 strength or dex. So you're also more proficient in your... Oh, you got added to your strength. And we put a point into something else, if I remember correctly. That's cool. I want to zip over to the orange zombie, stab him, and use my saber guns, lift him off the ground, and then blast him off. I like that. All right. Roll your attack. I forget that always. I always forget that. Come on. Holy crap. You know what, I don't think... Oh yeah, we're gonna... Only one that can. Be the 20. Okay, so Gothics. You zip over to the orange zombie. 5, 10, 15, 5. You easily get there with your 45 move. Crazy freaking vampire. You roll your attack. You get the first one in. You go ahead and roll. Roll your second gun. So you move up and you stab your gun. Oh fuck yes, you stab your gun. What is this orange zombie at? Oh yeah, fucking. You don't even need to fucking roll damage because if you rolled 1, roll damage. As you come up, the zombie is facing towards Max. All of a sudden, the zombie looks down, and these 2 blades just come out from underneath his chest area, and you lift him up and you blast the zombie off of your gun, healing. Nice. There it is. That's all I needed. I just needed to make sure you didn't roll 1s on everything. You just hit it. So that was the number I was looking for. Because if you rolled 1s on everything, then you probably wouldn't have killed him. But he's pretty close. You bring the guns up, and the zombie from behind, and you blast it off. Skullface, you just feel the freaking residue fly past you as this zombie just gets shredded over here. Done. The saber guns doing their work. And Megara, you are up. You got 1 zombie left prone. You have advantage on the attack against the last mother lover there. Megara does your fireball. It's got advantage too, so roll 20. Yeah. Everyone's rolling some crits tonight. Rolling some crits tonight. Damn. The blood off me or my horns. Very good. That's the here. Yep, he's the fucking 3. Megara walks over. How do you have anything you want to say? Okay, Megara, I'll take over. Megara walks over next to Max. I look to my side. She looks to me, kind of back to me, but her eye, and she smiles. She faces down. Fireball forms, and the zombie looks up at her and just the fire just booms the zombie. Very good job, everybody. Guys, just a thing. We will return next week and gain our treasure. I had so much fun tonight. Nope. It just gives. Love you. Yes. So we will return next week. You guys with your loot of what we find of the treasure in the cave. Very good fucking job, Gothic, Skullface. You're very good, Megara. Blue, you were awesome as well. Anime, thank you for hanging out with us. I really think Adams just wants to be one of those players that wants limelight, but help me convince him to just work on his character before you even play. Like, you got to be watching average. Help me with that. Don't make me sound like the asshole. But like, you need to be watching before you just join the game, because people who don't watch and just join the game out of nowhere seem to try to derail things. You got to kind of earn that. You got to be here watching. Anime's already fucking earned that right, by being here, and that's all I ask. But when you come in and you're never here, and then you want to play the game, it's like, well, not how this works. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for playing. I had a lot of fun. I think it worked out really well. We still have to get out of this dungeon. We can probably go back the way we came. I'm sure it's probably the safest way. But it is 11 o'clock. I want to end on a good note. Second for the treasure, something for you guys to look forward to. What would the show be if you didn't have something to look forward to? Fare thee well, everyone. I had a great time. I will be on tomorrow, so I hope to see you guys tomorrow, if anything. Might be playing some Far Cry 5 with Knuckles. Still need to move all my dinosaurs in Ark. I might get on that right now. I can do that. It's just tedious. I wouldn't stream it. It's so boring. We're moving servers from Extinction to Scorched Earth, so that might be something to look forward to Ark-wise. Watch a little Ark in the future. It's always done really well on the channel, surprisingly. You guys have a good night. Love you all. Thank you for being there and guarding my side. I will see you guys later. All right? I had too much. Great job with the Sami King. That is, yeah, what?